I saved my dog's life and how you can prevent yours from getting the same life-threatening illnesses. Just to preface, I am very spiritual, but I'm not the woo-woo type. I'm not gonna believe everything that I see. So let's just get into it. The point is that I want to educate you guys on this. So one day I was on my way to the bathroom and like as I was crossing the threshold, it was like this intrusive thought where my head was like, your dog has cancer and a uterine infection. And you can probably see where this is going, but anyway. I went downstairs and I sat on the couch and I just like started bawling my eyes out. My mom was like, what's wrong? And at the time my dog was living outdoors, not on her own, but that's not something I necessarily agree with. I've changed my parents' stance on. It's a different story for a different time. So I said to my mom, I just really want to bring Jade inside. I want to be close to her. Where this was situated on my dog's body was like whenever she would sit down, it was very hard to notice because it was at the very back and she was getting older, so things were kind of sagging. So I brought her upstairs. She was lying in her bed and I noticed that there was this like liquid on the bed and I looked and it was like one of her teeth had become very swollen. I immediately freaked out. I called my mom upstairs and I said, Jade like has this thing, and my mom was like, oh, I think that happens to them when they get older. At this point I didn't have what had happened earlier in my head, but I was just like, you know, this isn't normal. I looked it up and I found stuff about memory cancer. Anyway, fast forward, I decide that we're bringing her to the vet. Absolutely, there's no way we're not. The vet says, oh yeah, this is probably mammary cancer. It might be benign, it might not, but considering she's leaking fluid, it's probably cancer. We'll bring her in and check her lungs, and if it's spread to her lungs then there's no point in operating, but if it's not in her lungs then we'll operate straight away. So I think within the week she was in the vet. So they called us to let us know that the operation was going ahead, which was a massive relief. Me and my mom head out to do some grocery shopping, and when we get back my dad said the vet called and asked if it would be okay for them to remove her uterus because it reduces the rate of recurrence. I said yes, I hope that's okay, and I was like, of course that's okay. Then when the operation was over, they let us know that she was fine, and they said to us, it's a good thing that you consented to her uterus being removed because she had a uterine infection and she would have been dead in 2 weeks. And I was like, my brain kind of, you know, and I kind of just went, oh my god. And I didn't tell anybody because I didn't want them to think I was literally insane. That was like, because I didn't think anything of it. I just thought this is obviously just a coincidence. I had an intrusive thought, whatever. I guess I'm making this video just to say that spaying your dog is one of the best things that you can do for them at the earliest appropriate age. If your dog's like 5, it's still good to get them spayed. Let me know if you've had any weird experiences like this before.